I felt like we had some rough stretches. Rutgers, one of the best defensive teams in the Big Ten, and you got to score points, make shots, and I thought the third quarter we were able to get Nia going inside out, and I thought we played really solid defense all night, and one of the great coaches in the history of our game, Coach Stringer, and so Rutgers to me is. It just gives me gray hairs. Even going back to all the GW Rutgers games. It was great rivalries we've had over the years, and great games Coach Stringer and I have had against each other. She beat me the last game I ever coached at GW in the Sweet 16. So, but I just, it's very, very surreal to play the last game at Welsh-Ryan, in women's basketball till. So, just been great. It's been a great place for me and our family, and a home court that we felt like was a special place when you walked in the gym that it was yours, and so it's hard to play your last game in there thinking about it, and probably down the road it'll hit me a little harder, but I'll be really excited too when we open the new one. But for our seniors and juniors, this will be their last game tonight, so really proud of them.
10 of 15 in three quarters is awfully impressive. What was working well for Nia tonight, do you think?
I thought she was really patient. And I think Rutgers, did a good job in the first quarter of trying to stop her from getting the ball, but she was really patient. When she got out in transition, she was able to get, she didn't rush, got really good looks, and then, she played without the basketball, came off screens, hit a three, got to the basket on hard cuts where she got fouled, and she's a great finisher, one of the best in the country around the basket as far as M1s, and she makes everything when even against double teams sometimes. So really really excited for her too for the next stretch in our season.
Coach, you mentioned Rutgers defense a little bit. Tonight, they forced you into 21 turnovers, a season high. What were some of the things that they were doing on the court that sort of frustrated you guys, and what are you trying to change going into your final game?
Yeah, they do they do it to everybody. They're one of the better teams where they take out passing lanes, and they caught us a little bit in traps. And then we probably had some unforced turnovers too, where we made passes that we probably shouldn't have. But they make you play. They take away some of your inside games, and they're quick and they're physical inside. So we gotta cut down on those numbers.
The last quarter, you had a little bit of a younger lineup out there, specifically putting Birdie in there instead of Ashley, giving her some more minutes. What did you see out there? What was working?
Yeah. I thought Birdie did a good job against their pressure at times. Other times we struggled a little bit because we had a group that hadn't played a lot together with each other. But I thought Birdie did a pretty good job, and I thought, those guys. If we aspire to make a run in the Big Ten tournament, it's got to be all of us because, last year we played 4 games in 4 days. So, you're not going to, it's not like you have 2 or 3 days in between. So you need to get some experience and depth on the floor. So I think that helped us tonight.
Seems like when you get late in the season into the postseason, stars tend to shine brighter. How critical is it to have Nia in a place right now where she's had several good games in a row that she can continue to do that into March?
There's a reason they call it March Madness, and that's because, great players show up, great teams show up, and if you don't, you got to go home. So, that's the part everybody loves. And for her as a senior, I think right now she has a sense of urgency that you want her to have, and a sense of leadership, and just a passion that it's going to put this team on her back too.
Joe, kind of playing off that, it seemed like the team looked more relaxed tonight than we've seen in a while. Looked like they were having more fun out there. Is that something that you've talked to them about, or that they've talked as a group about?
That's a good question. You'd have to ask them that, you know. But one thing we said before the game was have fun, and you don't get this back. And we honored our seniors on Sunday, and even this week we talk to them every day about their experiences. So I think they are having fun, and I think it's been a difficult year for them. It's been a very they've had to deal with a lot of adversity, and I think they've done a great job. I said this a couple times over the past couple weeks, that it takes a lot of courage for our team to go out there and do what they do every day as a team. And I think you want them to have fun and enjoy it, because again, you don't get this back.
Yeah, Coach, so what's one thing that you liked out of your team tonight that you want them to take for the last game against Purdue and into the tournament?
Yeah, I tell you, you don't hear this saying a lot, but we showed a lot of patience on defense. And usually you talk about your offense, you got to be more patient. But on defense, Rutgers, is a ball control team, and you got to play defense sometimes 25 seconds, 28 seconds in the clock. So I thought we did a really good job. Every coach preaches that from the first day, get in the stance, play the whole possession. And I thought we did that today a little bit, and that's encouraging.